Most people don't fail because they are not intelligent. Most people fail because they know what to do, but they don't do it, or they don't do it long enough, consistently enough, until they become successful or get the required result. They have ideas, they have dreams, they have watched videos like this one, they have been to training, listened to podcasts, but what is missing is they are not executing, and the space between what you know and what you do is what I call execution gap. And you need to close that gap, because if you don't close that gap, knowledge will not turn to income, ideas will not become business, and of course your potential will not become wealth. Welcome to Streams. On this edition of Streams, I'll be sharing with you how to close your execution gap, or to understand execution gap. On this platform, we'll share about money, entrepreneurship, and simple ways for you to scale and to establish a healthy financial and business life. In my recent video, I spoke about 7 hidden capitals. And one of the capitals I spoke about is execution capital. What is execution capital, if you may ask? Is your ability to bring value, is your ability to turn ideas into measurable outcomes, is your ability to problem solve. You see, in the marketplace, you are not rewarded for the problem you identify. You are not rewarded for the problem you talk about. You are rewarded for the solutions you bring. You are rewarded for the products you're able to bring to the market. You are rewarded for the painful point or pain point you are able to offer solutions to. And I'm going to be talking about 5 of them that you must implement or to work on for you to close that execution gap. And this is why a lot of smart people are still broke, because they don't execute. Number 1, smart people overthink. That is called analysis paralysis. They want everything to be perfect. They want everything to be just perfect, be in the right place. And in the world of entrepreneurship, everything is not always perfect. It's the execution, is putting yourself out there that makes the difference. In fact, people that execute and then correct based on the feedback do better than people who do not launch out because they want everything to be perfect. You see, clarity is not always there before you execute. In fact, clarity is made clearer when you execute. You know what the market wants, you know what your intended client wants, and you're able to, reverse engineer your solution and make it work based on what the market needs, not on what you think is necessary, or not what you think is the most important thing, but what the market is telling you. Number 2, knowledge without action is just entertainment. You see, you've been to trainings, you've consumed a lot of training content or a podcast, or you've been on a group dynamics. You need to go out there and implement, make a call, talk to a solution provider, analyze deals, create an offer, get a feedback, make some phone calls, go into the marketplace and put the knowledge you have acquired to test. That is the best way to measure and to create a progress report for yourself, or a work of progress, or progress work, as the case may be. It's when you keep turning your knowledge into measurable action. That's how to make progress. You need to map out what are you going to do. Are you going to execute based on the knowledge you have acquired? Based on the work you have done, are you going to analyze? Are you going to create an offer? Are you going to get some feedback? Because if you just consume content, you're only just entertaining yourself, except you actually execute. Number 3, smart people fear looking foolish. You see, because smart people are always competent, they always have every angle covered, And when you are starting a new thing, it feels like you are not smart. It feels you are not all there. And it might look wonky in the beginning. But if you don't start, if you don't want to start a new venture, if you don't want to launch a new thing because you may look stupid or you look foolish, some of you have not been on video or YouTube or set up your own channel because you felt, what if my first video is not great? I could tell you, my own first videos were not great as well. Even now, I'm improving on it every day. And guess what? With those challenges that I'm still working on, we're approaching almost 100,000 subscribers. And I want you to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. What is it that is stopping you? Don't think you'll be perfect in the beginning. Everyone that you admire that became perfect in their craft, they started and the beginning was not so great. All the Hollywood stars that you saw or you watch today that you think they are the best thing on screen, go check their early videos or films when they were perfecting their craft. They weren't this great, but they kept doing it and they kept going at it. Don't be afraid of looking funny in the beginning. You will perfect it, you will refine, and you will be better. If you don't launch out because of fear of looking foolish or looking funny, you will never know what possibilities await you or what is possible that you could do out there. Number 4, execution requires structure, not just motivation. That is what I call discipline. You must have a system that keeps you grounded, because if there's no structure, you will just do it when it's convenient, when I have time. I say to myself all the time, I don't have time and I need to make sure I record this content for you on a weekly basis. Guess what? I structure myself, I structure it into my plan. Amidst all other things that I need to do, I need to find a way to make sure I do my recordings and then get it edited before it is posted. You need to figure out how to structure your own execution. What is it that you must do on a weekly basis? What is it that you must do on a daily basis? What is it that you must do on a monthly basis? Ideas of I will start a business is not an idea. It's I will identify a problem this week that I will find a solution to within this month, and I will create a proposal around it within the first quarter. Or I will do it in a day, I will find a solution within a week, and within the month, I want to put a solution out there. If you don't structure it, if you don't time it, you will just be an idea. Some of you have been sitting on an idea for 2 years, for 3 years, even 5 years. You know why you have not executed? You have not built a structure around it. You have not created a system or a workflow that will push you into the execution of that idea. Number 5, money follows solutions. Money follows solve problems, except you solve a specific problem. Talking about it, you are not paid for. You see, when you solve a painful problem, people pay attention. When you solve it consistently, people are willing to pay you for it, for you to help them to solve it. Take, for example, I've solved problems in the real estate, using real estate to create wealth, to retain your wealth, and to build passive income that can sustain your lifestyle. I've built that over the years. People have seen me live off my real estate, and they have seen that I do it consistently. Guess what? People are paying me to help them to systematize, to source, or to create a real estate framework that works for them. I coach, I train, I help people to set up SPVs and real estate, because they know not only do I talk about it, I do it myself. And of course, if you're interested in real estate adventure yourself, we have materials on this platform. You can reach out and we can help you with that. And people are going to pay for that. That is how to solve a specific problem. That is either a painful point or a painful problem, and people are willing to pay for it. You need to identify What is a problem that you can solve that people need and they can pay for it? So, if you want wealth to follow your ideas, follow an execution, close your execution gap, and make sure you solve a problem and walk through these 5 challenges that makes people to stop. It's not the problem you talk about that people pay for, it's the solutions you bring. So, go execute. Put your dreams to test. Put your ideas to work. And go from here to go do something with your ideas. The execution gap is when you close it that the money flows. Thank you for watching, and share this with your loved ones or people that you know have been sitting on ideas that they don't do something about it. Either because they are afraid of what people will say, they don't want to look funny, or because they overanalyze, they want everything to be perfect, or they don't have a structure around them, or they are not specifically bringing solutions to problems in the marketplace. Thank you for watching. I will look forward to seeing you on the next edition of Streams. But be sure to comment. I want to know, what sort of issues are you dealing with that is not allowing you to execute on your ideas or the areas you have mastered, and of course, identify the one you need to improve upon. Bye for now. I'll see you on the next edition.